Ela que produzia, ela era crítica.
One question around the newsroom. Will the newspaper survive the advance of new forms of communication? For Maury Harriet, the future has arrived, just counting the days. Meanwhile, the newsmen defend that the complete migration to the digital media is not an urgent concern, and that the printed word overlaps enchantment with technology. At stake, the crise of the newspaper as a business and the importance of journalism in society. We talk with Maria Luiza Borges, executive editor of Jornal do Comércio. Maria Luiza, can I say that the printed newspaper is a dying business?
I wouldn't say that, because we still have many newspapers around in Brazil, in all of the countries, and even in the United States, where many newspapers closed down. There are freshing news like the Amazon man buying a newspaper. So I wouldn't say that business is dying if a man like Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, is buying a newspaper. I think it's a good news. Yes.
What strategy should be followed?
Well, I think the printed newspaper needs to be more analytical, and that's a very interesting way to keep people coming to buy and to seize the news, because we have opportunity to tell the news in other perspective and to gather many other informations and make people think about them. You see, the way we consume newspaper is completely different from the way we consume news on the internet. Newspaper is a leisure thing to do. When you read a newspaper, you probably will be sitting somewhere in a very pleasant way. You will try to find a good position to stay and to read, to go through the pages. So I think it's different from the way you consume news on the internet and on your gadget, like your iPhone or your tablet. So it's different, and it's if we follow a way to say the news in other perspective and gathering many different information and many different points of views, I guess we can keep this reader with us.
In other words, the newspaper can be necessary.
Yes,
for people, for society, for the world in local, in a small place, near place.
You see, there are some interesting experiences, what we call, let me see how to say in English, maybe something like hyper-local businesses. If you have newspaper very focused in small cities or in a neighbor, probably yes, you'll be in the heart of that community. You'll be very important. You'll be the way you show the news for them, about them. I think it's a good way to keep these people as readers. So it's a good experience. We have some of them in England, for example, and I think it's another sign that the business is not dying.
Then there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
I think so. We'll see. When the broadcast system arrived, when the radio arrived, the radio didn't end the newspaper. When the television arrived, didn't finish the radio or the newspaper, and I don't think the internet's going to close down all the other medias. I think it's a way to put them together. The newspaper, the radio, the TV, all of them can exist at the same time.
Thank you, Maria Luiza.